Okay, so you're moving out in Munich. It can be a massive headache, right? Especially when you're staring at a pile of stuff you're not taking with you. In this explainer, we're going to walk you through the official, stress-free way to handle all of your move-out disposal. So, just picture it. You're in your almost empty apartment, but you're surrounded by that old sofa, a wobbly bookshelf, and maybe a fridge that's seen way better days. The huge question is, where does all of this stuff legally go? Right, the first thing you absolutely have to know about Munich is that they are super strict about this. You can't just drag your stuff onto the sidewalk and hope for the best. Nope, that's considered illegal dumping, and it comes with a pretty hefty fine. So, let's break down the right way to do it. But don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Thankfully, Munich makes it pretty simple. There's really only one official authority that handles all waste disposal, and they're the key to getting this right. And here they are. Meet the AWM. That stands for a bit of a mouthful. Abfallwirtschaftsbetrieb München. Basically, they're the ones who set all the rules and provide all the services for getting rid of your stuff in the city. So, everything we're about to talk about, it comes straight from them. So, how do their rules actually work? Well, it's probably simpler than you think. Your entire strategy, everything you need to do, it all comes down to one single question. And this is it. This is the most important question you need to answer. Your whole move-out disposal plan hinges on this one thing. Do you have access to a car? See, your answer splits everything into two very clear paths. If you've got a car, you're going to use a Wertstoffhof. That's the recycling center. It's totally free and super fast. If you don't have a car, no problem. You'll book what's called a Sperrmüll pickup. It's a paid service, but man, is it convenient. Okay, let's dive into the with a car option first. All right, option one, the Wertstoffhof. Think of these as Munich's network of recycling centers. And honestly, for anyone moving, they are an absolute game changer. So what can you actually bring there? Well, pretty much all the typical stuff you'd have when you move out. We're talking old furniture like sofas and beds, big electronics like TVs and washing machines, any scrap wood or metal, textiles, and yeah, even all those cardboard moving boxes. And here is the absolute best part, the cost. For what they call typical household quantities, which is up to 2 cubic meters, and trust me, that's a lot of stuff, getting rid of your furniture, your electronics, and your cardboard is completely free. Yeah, this is right from the AWM's official price list. That's right, €0. For the vast majority of people moving out, the cost to get rid of all their bulky waste out of Wertstoffhof is nothing. You just can't beat that. Planning your trip is pretty easy too. The centers have really good hours during the week and even on Saturdays. But, and this is a big one, just remember one key thing. They are always closed on Sundays. So you've got to plan around that for sure. All right, but what if you don't have a car? No worries. Let's look at your other great option, booking a Sperrmüll, which is just the German word for bulky waste pickup service. Okay, before we get into how to book it, let's be absolutely crystal clear on the number one rule here. You cannot, I repeat, cannot just leave your stuff on the curb and hope someone takes it. Unless you have an official prepaid booking, the city considers it illegal dumping. The whole process is really straightforward, and you can do it all online. You just go to the AWM website, you search for Sperrmüll anmelden, that just means register bulky waste, then you pick an available date from the calendar and pay the fee online. It's honestly that easy. And listen up, because this is probably the single most important piece of advice for this option. You have got to book as early as you possibly can. I mean it. During busy moving seasons, the wait time for a pickup slot can be anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks. You really don't want to leave this to the last minute. Okay, so that covers all the big stuff. But what about all the smaller things you need to clear out while you're packing? You know, like empty glass jars or plastic packaging from all your new stuff. While Munich has this great system for that called Wertstoffinsel, which literally translates to recycling islands. And that's basically what they are. These are the public neighborhood drop-off points you see all over the city for things like glass, plastic, and metal packaging. All right, to pull this all together and make it super easy for you, let's just run through a quick checklist for the most common things people throw out when they move. So for big furniture like a sofa or a mattress, you can use either the Wertstoffhof or book that pickup. For big electronics like a TV, the Wertstoffhof is definitely your best bet since it's free. And hey, for things like an old bike or kitchen stuff,
always think about selling or donating them first before you go to recycle them.
Before we wrap this up, here are a few final pro tips from me to you. First, always sort your items before you head to the recycling center. It'll save you a ton of time. Second, when you get there, ask if the center accepts reusable items for donation. Some do. And finally, for things that are still in good shape, you have to embrace Munich's wonderful Zoo for Schenken culture. That just means free to a good home. Just put a box outside with a sign, you'll be amazed.
And there you have it. That is the official system for a smooth, stress-free move out in Munich. So now you've got all the info you need to answer that key question, with a car or without. Which option is the right one for you?